is Father Ken Lau, and welcome to the new episode of Nuggets for the Soul. Last March 25th, Pope Francis consecrated Ukraine and Russia, and also the whole world, to the Immaculate Heart of Mary for the end of war in Ukraine, so that we would have peace. And we need to do that, and we're doing that right now in churches all over the world. But people think that we would only have peace if there's no conflict or there's no war. But attaining peace is not just about circumstances. We could have war and conflict. Of course, we don't want that, and we need to prevent that. But peace is not based on our external circumstances. Peace is based on our relationship with Jesus, who is the Prince of Peace. And how do we have that peace? It is by abiding in Him. In John 15, verse 5, He said, "Abide in me as I abide in you, for apart from me you can do nothing." Okay? By abiding in Him, we will bear much fruit. And the fruit of that, one of the fruit of that is peace. In Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 to 23, talks about the fruit of the Holy Spirit. And one of the fruit of the Holy Spirit is peace. Okay? And how do we abide with by Jesus? And it is by doing His holy will in the present moment. Okay, so I would like to share with you from The Joy of Full Surrender, which is a translation of Abandonment to Divine Providence. On page 15, it says about how to attain lasting peace. Okay, the soul who is not committed to the will of God alone will find neither its satisfaction nor its sanctification in the various methods, not even in the most excellent devotional exercises. Okay, so talking about you could turn to the most excellent devotional exercises, and but if it's not the will of God, you will not have peace. Okay, so here it says, if that which God Himself chooses for you does not satisfy you, from whom do you expect to receive what you desire? If you turn from the food prepared for you by God's own will, what food could satisfy a taste so depraved? A soul can be nourished, strengthened, purified, enriched, and made holy only by the fullness of the present moment. Okay? What more would you have, since you can find all that is good here? Why search for it anywhere else? Do you know better than God? Since He ordains it this way, why do you want it to be different? Can His wisdom and goodness be deceived? When you find that something is in accord with His divine wisdom and goodness, should you not conclude that it must be the best that could happen? Do you think you will find peace in struggling with the Almighty? Is it not rather this resistance, this struggle, too often continued without admitting it even to ourselves, that is the cause of all our inward agitations? Okay, so we need to always know the will of God, and the will of God is given to us in the present moment. Okay, and how do we do that? By being faithful to the duty of our state of life. Okay, if you're a husband or a wife, be faithful in that duty. As a priest, I need to be faithful in my duty also as a priest. Also, in the loving acceptance of all that God sends us each moment. It could be any suffering, okay, that the Lord permits into our life. And when you abide by Jesus, who is the Prince of Peace, you will experience that lasting peace that the world cannot provide. God bless. Be a living saint. Jesus, Mary, Joseph, we trust in you.